revolution. That face is joining with the Latino face, the Asian face. The faces of immigrants come from around the world, and we want you to know that we stand together in this movement for freedom.
In part 4 of the immigration series, we go back to Washington, D.C. to continue to hear some of the beneficiaries of the DV Lotto program outside the White House and around Capitol Hill.
We drove here from Newark, New Jersey to come out and protest about the DV lottery. I believe that the Senate should reinstate the DV lottery. That's one of the reasons why I'm here.
For people in African countries where there's a high participation in the DV lottery, obviously a lot of families and communities benefit from having somebody able to go to the United States legally, earn money, send it home through remittances, support their family and their extended family, paying school fees, starting businesses back home. And I think a lot of people that I've talked to would really feel very disappointed and even upset if the lottery is canceled, if there's no more opportunities.
Keep African immigrants in mind because we pay taxes here like everybody else. We are major contributors to the American economy.
We have over 90,000 African immigrants who are serving in the military. So we're asking, why is it that they're trying to leave out Africa within the immigration bill? It's not fair. And based on the statistics, shows that the people who've come here through DV lottery ended up graduating college.
My immigration story, my American story would not have been possible if I did not win the DV lottery. I went to college at the University of the District of Columbia, got a BA after I got my green card, and then I went to Georgetown University. I'm actually enrolled at Eastern University doing a master's in international development. All those milestone would not have been accomplished if I was here on an illegal status.
From a purely practical and selfish perspective, the United States should be thinking pretty seriously about whether or not this program is expendable.
Just to come to the U.S. with a DV lottery, you need to have a minimum of a high school diploma. Africans in the U.S. are the third most educated minority group. Most of our youngsters come here, if they came here with an F1 visa, they come here to school, and if they end up staying, becoming citizens, they go to college.
I just found that very very disrespectful, meaning that Africans are not regarded in the United States, because every year we have about 55,000 DV lottery recipients, of which 48% of those lottery are African recipients, which it boils down to approximately 18,000 or less on a yearly basis.
And our Nigerian driver in Washington, D.C. also gave us his own perspective of what the term illegal alien means.
It's a fact. When you are in a place illegally, you are an illegal alien because it's not your country. Illegal is illegal, whichever terminology you put it. When you are somebody in a place where they don't want you are illegal. And they are nullified because they don't know where it came from. And it doesn't look like us.
So while in Washington, D.C., we met with Marilyn Burke, who's a member of the New Jersey Tea Party. She took her time to express her concerns about this immigration reform bill in America.
Before we do anything, we really have to research the consequences. I don't think we can just let anyone come across the border or anyone who's just here become a citizen. I think the people who deserve first recognition are the people that obey the rules and the laws to get here. I don't think anybody is against giving people American citizenship, but what they have to do is take the right steps. And I would hate to see people allowed to come in before the borders are secure. Let's secure our borders and then have other people become citizens.
When you talk about securing the borders, what exactly do you mean?
I mean, what we have to do is build a fence. We have to have more guards around it. We have to cover up those caves that people are sneaking in through underneath the borders. We have to stop the cars that are running back and forth, taking Mexican people from Mexico to the United States, dropping them off in Arizona and Texas. What we want to do is give people a legitimate way to get here, and a way that they can feel comfortable, become part of the United States, work for our companies, pay their taxes, and become a good citizen.
We are not second-class citizens. Our people don't come to the U.S. crawling underneath a fence. Most of us come here with lawful visas. We want to stay. We want to be given the opportunity to enjoy the American dream the same way like Irish people came here or people from Italy. So the only opportunity that we have to come here legally most of the time is through the diversity visa. And we have to keep in mind, it is a lottery. There's not a guarantee that you're going to win.
Now, when you talk about undocumented immigrants, there are people that actually went to a United States office in their home country, applied for a visa, paid for it, bought an air ticket, came over, landed at an airport, got scrutinized by customs and immigration, got cleared and came in, and then they overstayed. What's the penalty of overstay? But maybe they haven't committed a crime and they're just working and contributing in terms of taxes.
We can't make a judgment off the top of our head. I think we better start considering each case on its own. There are some people that I personally know who did not come in legally, and they are wonderful people. They serve the community. They want to help out people, and so that's something we haven't really addressed yet. I believe you. You are right. We have to address that issue to make things be right and be correct.
Okay, so the system is broken.
The system is broken.
Okay, and the time to fix it is when?
There's no time like the present time.
Okay, so you support this immigration bill to be fixed and to be fixed now?
Correct. Be fixed and be fixed now.
From Washington, D.C., we came back to the Big Apple. This time our mission was to find out from the elected officials what they thought about this immigration reform bill. This is part 5 of our immigration update series. Stay tuned.
Brothers in undergrad and med school for certain. Sisters in grad school, pretty sure it's for nursing. And I rap, but understand the fact that the only reason we escaped poverty was because of the green card lottery. For the sake of this country, my people stick their necks out. There's no way they deserve to be left out. Doctors, nurses, teachers who all came here on diversity.